December 24th, it's Christmas Eve, and this is my next vlog. I have agreed that I will record in English. This way, my English will be practiced. Actually, I got no one to practice my language skills. I remember when I was in sixth standard, sixth or seventh, I don't properly remember right now. An old man used to live near my house. He was an old engineer who never got married, uh, worked his entire life on ships, and resided in Europe. Before his 70s, he came back to his birthplace, Kolkata, and remained there till his death. A very charming, educated, polished Bengali fellow who know English very well and some other European languages too, like German, a broken Italian, some French. That person used to meet me every day when I was coming back from Jora Bridge to my house, from school to my home. The old fellow used to talk in English with me so that my spoken English skills got polished. Once upon a time, I gave him some coconuts from our coconut tree. He was very happy, and I remember one time I had some problem, probably from the asthma, and he visited me, and he was a believer in homeopathy, and he gave me some medicine. He talked with my father and said many good things about me. These are the all about that old person I can remember. Unfortunately, I don't remember his names. I forgot his name. I'm in my 30s and I'm really forgetful. That's a big problem. Big problem for me. I'm forgetful. I forget especially faces and names. In a populated country like India, where you have to read a lot, you have to watch a lot. If a person is constantly in front of your eyes, you remember him. If you live in a remote place, a remote village, then probably you know everyone there. But in a big city, in a ward or province where thousands of people living in small homes, small quarters, small apartments, you won't, you can't remember everyone. They say your brain is like a huge storage. You can store gigabytes of information, but as you grow old, the forgetfulness, the biased logic, the media's jargon, the useless education which your country gave you, those useless things started to build up. People don't care about one another. Fathers and mothers are less caring, more aggressive, more hell bent only through for one point, and that is how much you can earn, how much you can earn. And if they really want you to earn that lot, first they need to get education first. Then, if they're educated enough, then they should know what is the area. If they're both from engineering or science background, so they must know the next area of engineering. Or if they are from medical background, then they should push their children towards that. I know my friend, one of my friend, Arjun Pakrashi's father. His father was a programmer, and he pushed both of his son Bikram and Arjun towards programming. They are programmers. Both of them are programmers. His father have seen the potential of the programming. On the other hand, I see Brahmins are the most confused and corrupted among the all. They don't give a good suggestion to anyone. I'm in my 30s. I can totally tell that I'm not good with any subject. I'm not a good businessman. Though I tried my hands in the media business, I've created jingles, I've created music, but I figured out that these are not enough. This is not enough. And about finances, about banking, about accounts, I know nothing. It seems a puzzle to me still how things are working, how things are moving around. But one thing I'm sure, that The diabolical system we are in, it must end. I know what they do with people who are not productive enough. Every house has its enemy. Every person has multiple enemies. Me myself have self doubt and fear that is enemy. So everyone should be compassionate to each other. I'm babbling a lot because last week I'm recording this a little bit late. More than 7 days have passed. So last week nothing that significant happened. Only one thing happened, that is I recovered from my fever. Classes of GSL, George School of Law, continued, started to happen. My lawyer friend Nirupam Divanji have checked the paper with Ashok Priyo Ghosh, the promoter who's going to develop uh, Borakula land. So it is the case. I don't know what web I'm going to create. I'm trying to create something which is not that complicated, not that convoluted, not that entangled. I'm trying to keep a straight line, but unfortunately, the process is not that straight. Probably I'll hear some good news from him before 1st January or within the first week of January. If that is not the case, then I have to think another way and waste some more time. But one thing I have come up with, if if till mid 2021 I doesn't see some positive change or programs or positive changes around the financial corners, if I have to live on the savings I have, then probably I will kill myself. And before killing myself, I will destroy all the papers, all the paperworks, all the originals, so that the motherfuckers who are around me ready to be ready to chew my bones alive, they get a good, very good education. I'll create a black hole. This is a black hole theory. I don't know if ever this recording is famous, then they will publish this as social black hole theory. If I destroy the necessary information, the necessary documents, the necessary papers with me, then the immediate heirs, they will come, they will try to get possession of this place, and without the papers they cannot sell this place. Say, so they will go to law practitioners, and law practitioners will rob them alive. It's like Ju-on, the famous Japanese movie. There, the death of the man of the house created a curse. The curse is on that house and the premises. Each and everyone who came around that curse died because they were entangled with the curse. So this will be Choyan Acharya's curse. My uncle, he tried honestly to establish two businesses. His only fault is that he married with a prostitute. That prostitute and his daughter, they are torturing him every time, every time. There's a famous poem in Bengali which says, পাপীর সংসর্গে পাপ বাড়ে নীতি নীতি পুণ্য বৃদ্ধি হয় পুণ্যজনের সংহতি. My father was not an angel, but in his heart there was some goodness, some positivity, some light. That light crept into my heart. My mother was also very compassionate, a very good woman, but not my other relatives of my father, not my uncle, not my father side relatives. My mother have also issues. Had Mother had also issues. My maternal side of my family also pushed her in a marriage that ultimately killed her. Still, I regret the day when that scumbag, that uneducated scumbag, took the charges of the medicine. He used to brag, আমি ডাক্তার, আমি ডাক্তার, আমি বিরাট ডাক্তার, আমি ডাক্তার. I tried to save him. I feel like I'm a saint, like a true disciple of Jesus Christ, a saint. I tried to save a sinner. Unfortunately, there is no saints in this world. It's a dark, dark place. Even Christmas cannot bring the light in this world. And Christmas is a device created by corporate companies to sell cards, chocolates, and goodies. That is the truth. If I see there is no scope for me before March, I'll finish myself. Not slowly, but like jhatka. Just kill myself, okay? That's one thing I am sure. No more trash talking. Let's see what happens. The last week of this dreadful year 2020, I wish everyone who heard these recordings, who actually heard this, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.